So let me explain what is really wrong with the cult and academic and intellectual class today, principally in the YouTube category. Many of them are still attached to the fetish of the culture and the discussion of ideas. All this is good. But they fail to understand that the discussion of ideas has a limit. Principally, when there is a power deciding over which ideas will be promoted or not. So, for example, I was now listening to a YouTuber discussing how the Western civilization has this tendency to criticize itself and how this leads to a decadence, according to Herbert Spengler or Spencer Spengler. Okay, very nice idea. But do you think that all those elucubrations will change the fact that we are completely dominated, that we are completely submitted to a plan? Well, it helps you understand the Western civilization and your position in the Western civilization. I agree with this, and all of this is good. However, if you don't consider where this discussion of ideas is actually happening, and it is happening inside of a cultural war between good and evil, the discussion is just a distraction. Because the evil force, they are not caring for their argument. And this is what the intellectual class does not understand. Show me one person today that really cares about the argument. Show me one person that really changed the mind when there is a valid argument. In the power. Show me one person in the control that will change the mind based on an argument. So I put this into question because I think that the discussion of ideas, while this is good, it starts to pervert itself when intellectuals negate the necessity of organized action. This is what the communists understood. But we who defend freedom, we do absolutely overlook the necessity of organized action. And principally, the more intellectual people, they get distracted into erudition and ideas and over ideas and ideas and more ideas, while they already have the sufficient reason to act. They already have the sufficient arguments to act. So it is way easier to think than to act in the situation. It's way easier than to open another book than to act. It's easier to open another book than to write. It's easier to do another discussion than to post, and so on. And speech is also an act, but the speech is not used as action. Are people meeting together to actually discuss some plan of action? Only when you are towards a concrete problem and a plan of action, then this erudition, this intellectuality, then this will be useful and make sense. But without the concrete problem, the concrete necessity of action, the ideas will behave like pure copying. It is just ooh la la. It is just entertainment. It is intellectual entertainment. And principally intellectual also narcissism. So think about it.